你的黑夜冰冷没有暖阳，燃烧我的心，装进你的胸膛。就算这缭乱的人间，只有我的微光为你璀璨而点亮。
子曰：有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎。
欢迎来到生活992. Hello everyone, welcome to our journey to China. So when people think of China, they often think the ancient of history, rich culture, and breathtaking landscape. So let's explore more about China, of physical character of China, and the main meaning behind its China national flag. Let's go!
So we are going to explore China, officially known as the People's Republic of China. Before looking at China today, let's understand its history. China's civilization dates back more to 5,000 years, making it one of the oldest in the world.
Through history, the country was ruled by powerful ancient dynasties. It started with early era like Xia, Song, and Zhou dynasty. In 221 BCE, the Qin dynasty unified China and began building the Great Wall. This was followed by the golden age of the Han, Tang, and Song dynasty. Famous for invented like paper and gunpowder. Later, the rule continued through the Yan and Ming dynasty, who built the Forbidden City. Finally, the Qin dynasty became the very last imperial dynasty, ending the monarchy. After years of transformation, the People's Republic of China was officially ended in 1949, making the start of the modern China.
Now, let's look at China's geography and national identity. China is the largest country in the region that is located in East Asia along the Pacific Ocean.
This larger nation is divided into over 30 states. It shares borders with 14 neighbor countries including Russia, India, Mongolia, and Vietnam. The capital city is Beijing, which means northern capital, historically known as Peking. While Beijing is the political center, Shanghai is the largest city and major economic hub. Next, we look at the national flag. For its national identity, China's flag is called
五星红旗
or the five-star red flag. The red color is symbol the revolution. The larger golden star represents the Communist Party, while the four small stars symbolize the unity of the people under one nation.
Last but not least, let's explore. Sorry, wrong person. Last but not least, let's explore China's extreme geography. It's divided into three major landforms, which is mountain, desert, and river.
In the southwest, you will find the Himalaya and Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth at 8,815 meters. To the north lies the massive Gobi Desert along the Mongolia border. For water and transport, China relies on major river systems, including the Yellow River and the Meide Yangtze River, which is the third longest river in the world. Because of the vast size, China is divided into 6 distinct climate zones. It ranges from a sunny tropical zone in Hainan to subtropical zone in Shanghai and Hong Kong. There is also warm temperature zone in Xi'an, a mid-temperature zone in Beijing, and a freezing cold temperature zone in northern cities like Harbin. Lastly, the southwest features a high-altitude plateau climate zone in Tibet.
Hello everyone, watching Nurul Nabila. I will introduce you about Chinese currency. Do you know what is the currency of China? It is Chinese yuan. The currency code of Chinese yuan is CNY. The official name is actually renminbi. It translates to the people currency. It represented by a family yuan symbol. The modern yuan was introduced in 1948 to help stabilize China's economy. In the past, its value was closely linked to the US dollar. Today, it uses a managed float system, which means its value is influenced by several foreign currencies. The Chinese yuan is also becoming more important in international trade. China now has direct trade agreements with countries such as Malaysia, Australia, and Japan, allowing businesses to trade without always using US dollars. So, in conclusion, the China currency, which is Chinese yuan, plays an important role in the global economy, and understanding its movement helps us better understand international trade and finance. So next, we will continue about ethnic diversity in China. Lai. Although many people see China as one large population, the country officially recognizes 56 ethnic groups. To understand this diversity, I will focus on 3 groups: the largest, a moderate-sized group, and the smallest minority. First, the Han ethnic group is the largest, making up about 91.64% of China's population. With over 1.2 billion people, Han culture strongly influenced China's identity. Second, the Ba ethnic group represents the middle category. They have around 1.9 million people and mainly live in Yunnan province. They are known for their unique culture, architecture, and traditional craft. Finally, the Tatar ethnic group is the smallest officially recognized minority in China, with only about 3,556 people. Most of them live in Xinjiang and continue to preserve their language and traditions. In conclusion, the Han, Bai, and Tatar group show that China is a diverse country made up of many different communities, each with its own culture and identity. So next, we will talk about religion in China. Why China's government is officially atheist. Data from the Council on Foreign Relations reveal that the country is actually home to hundreds of millions of religious believers. Today, I want to map out a fascinating landscape. By looking at 3 distinct tiers, the largest traditional faith, a growing middle tier, and the smallest state-recognized community. First, at the very top is Buddhism, with up to 360 million practitioners. It is China's largest institutionalized religion because it is woven deeply into Chinese history. It generally enjoys the highest level of cultural support and government leniency. Next, in the middle tier is Protestantism. It is growing rapidly and now claims roughly 50 to 60 million followers. However, because the state views Christianity as a foreign religion, independent house churches with respect to regulation to ensure that align with state policy. Finally, the smallest official tier is Catholicism, counting only 6 to 10 million believers. It occupies a highly sensitive space where the government strictly supervises the selection of bishops to block external influence from the Vatican. In conclusion, religion in China is a carefully managed ecosystem, from the massive presence of Buddhism to the monetary growth of the Protestantism and the highly controlled Catholic community. This faith must constantly navigate strict state oversight just to preserve their spiritual identity.
Alright, thank you Nabila. So right now, I'm going to give you a travel tips before you guys go to China. First, download mobile application, for example, Alipay or WeChat Pay to make your online payments at China more easier. Didi to book a taxi, Amap for navigation, and the last one is Google Translate to communicate with the local. Next, learn basic Chinese words because some Chinese people can't really understand English words well, so learning a few common greetings will make you appear more sincere. Next, I'm going to show you what transportation that you can use when traveling in China. For traveling between cities, the high-speed trains are your best bet. You just need to book on mobile application, for example trip.com, and pay with your usual card or Alipay, and remember to arrive at least 30 minutes early to scan your way in. Next, you can take a subway or a bus because getting around town using subways is super easy because major subways have English signs and let you scan a QR code via Alipay or WeChat to ride. While buses just require you to hop on through the front door with a local transit card. For the third one is you can use Didi. Didi is basically like a Grab in Malaysia, but this is a Grab in China. It is only require you to upload the application on your mobile phone and just book it in the app. To make a payment, you can use Alipay, WeChat Pay, or any of your international card. At this point, we can see that all you need in China is Alipay or WeChat Pay to make traveling in China much easier, right? And for the last one is, if you just need to go to a short distance and wanted to enjoy the view in China, you can use a bike or e-scooter that has been parked on the street. You can easily scan and unlock a deposit-free shared bike or e-scooter using WeChat or Alipay. It only costs about 1.5 yuan to 3 yuan for 30 minutes ride. To return it, you just need to park it in a designated spot. So right now, I want to share the step-by-step how to enter in China. Make sure you take note so that your custom check is smooth. First, you need to check your passport and visa status. Make sure your original passport is valid for at least 6 months from your arrival date and has at least 2 blank pages. China has extended its 13 days visa-free policy through the end of 2026 for citizens of around 15 countries, including Malaysia. But if you're only passing through transit visa-free to a third country, for example, from Malaysia to China, and from China to Japan, you are given up to only 10 days. If your country is not on the visa-free list or you plan to stay longer than 13 days, you must apply for a tourist visa via the official China Visa Application Service Center before you travel. Next, gather your supporting documents even if you are entering visa-free. Border agents will likely ask for proof of your travel plans. Please print out or save digital copies of your round-trip flight tickets, your hotel reservation, or an official invitation letter if you are staying with family or friends. Last but not least, fill out the China arrival card before passing border control. You must complete the arrival card for foreigners. You can fill out the traditional paper version right at the airport arrival hall or fill it out online with your mobile phone up to 24 hours before you land in China. And that's it. Now you can enjoy your trip as much as you want without worrying about your presence at their country. And now, let's hear what Shamimi wants to share with us. Let's go!
We begin with the Great Wall. This famous site is a major driver for China heritage tourism sector. Next, Beijing Forbidden City show the best of history preservation. And nearby, the Summer Palace beautifully blend natural landscape with classic architecture. In Xi'an, the Terracotta Army highlight the big value of archaeological tourism. Moving to Shanghai, the Bund is a great example of an urban tourism corridor, matching history with a modern skyline. In Suzhou, the UNESCO Classical Garden show traditional design that work perfectly with nature. Guili River is a prime model for nature tourism, where unique Karst Mountain drive regional ecotourism. The giant panda sanctuaries in Chengdu focus on sustainable tourism using wildlife conservation to teach visitors. Finally, Historic Center of Macau show successful heritage management. In conclusion, long-term tourism growth depends heavily on protecting this cultural asset.
Forget dating app, swiping right, or awkward coffee dates. If you live in Fender, China, your love life was completely out of your hand. Back here, a marriage was never decided by young couple romance, but entirely by their parents' desire and matchmaker introduction. To ensure both of families share similar social and wealth status. The entire process relies strictly on the 3 letters and 6 etiquettes. So, let's break down the 3 letters first. The 3 letters were the ultimate paper trail, a betrothal letter, a gift letter listed all of the goods, and a final wedding letter delivered on the big day. But the 6 etiquette are where things get truly wild. Step 1. Proposing. When the matchmaker first visits the girl's house, her family purposely refused to serve her tea. The reason because they didn't want to enlighten the marriage. But if the proposal actually succeeds, that matchmaker got showered with huge gifts and fast. Step 2. Birthday matching. A fortune teller would check the girl's zodiac and birthday to see if the couple was a match made in heaven. If the star aligned, step 3 and 4, chicken in, presenting betrothal and wedding gift. This was the greatest part. The boy's family brought the prolific gift to prove they could provide an amazing life. After step 5, using astrological books to pick the propitious wedding date, we finally arrived to the step 6, the wedding ceremony. Now, the actual wedding day was an absolute marathon. Before the groom even arrived, the bride sent her dowry over to display her wealth. First, including scissors symbolize never separating, and the vase for peace. When they finally met, there are firecrackers, a red carpet, and kowtowing to worship heaven and parents. Then they head to the bridal chamber where the wine is poured to the absolute brim and you cannot spill a single drop. To wrap up the night, friends and relatives rush the room to banter and tease the newlyweds until they drop their shyness. On the third day,
they do it all over again with a massive dinner party at the bride parents' house.
Whew! After all of the journey, it's made me absolutely starving, right, Ami?
Yes.
So let's learn to the China gastronomy. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Let's go!
When we talk about Chinese cuisine, staples are essential. Typical daily food include a perfect bowl of rice alongside potatoes, cornmeal, and tofu. Every region has its own exciting flavor, like the spicy hot pot in Sichuan. People in China eat vegetable and food based on season. For example, for spring season, they eat spinach, garlic stem, bamboo shoot, strawberry, and cherry. For the usual meal, they mix meat and vegetable with savory sauce and eat with rice. All of this food is also another typical food that they usually eat at home.
So I will talk about Chinese traditional costumes. First, Hanfu is the traditional clothing of the Han Chinese ethnic group. It was worn for thousands of years before the Qing dynasty. Hanfu is known for its cross-collar, wide sleeves design. It represents the long history and rich culture of China. Second, Qi Pao, also known as Cheongsam, originated during the Qing dynasty and was traditionally worn by Manchu women. It became very popular in Shanghai and Hong Kong in the early 20th century. The dress has a high collar and thick waist and side slits. Next, Tangzhuang is a modern traditional Chinese outfit inspired by ancient clothing. It features Mandarin collar, frog buttons, and often an embroidered design. It is commonly worn during festival and formal occasion. Lastly, Zongshanzhuang, also known as the Mao suit. It is a formal outfit for men with a standing collar and four front pockets, unity, discipline, modern Chinese identity, and is often worn for official events.
Festival.
The Mid-Autumn Festival is a traditional Chinese celebration that takes place on the 5th day of 8 months in the lunar calendar. It is a time where the moon is believed to be at its fullest and brightest. This festival is also connected to an ancient legend about the beautiful woman called Chang Yi. Her husband, Hu Yi, was a brilliant archer. At the time, there were 10 suns in the sky, and the people on the earth were living in the blistering heat. To save the earth, Hu Yi used his bow and arrow to shoot down the 9 of the sun. He was respected as the national hero and received an elixir of immortality as the reward for saving the people from the heat of multiple suns. However, the elixir only had enough for one person, and both of them didn't want to leave each other. But one day, Hu Yi students tried to save the elixir when he was not at home. In order to protect the elixir from thieves, Chang Yi took the magic elixir of the immortality. Then she flew to the moon and became the moon goddess. Leaving her husband behind alone on earth, Hu Yi missed his wife so much. During this festival, families gathered together to celebrate reunions and harmony to remember Chang Yi. Chinese people worship the moon by eating fruit and eating moon cakes. Now, let's travel to another exciting Chinese festival, the Dragon Boat Festival. Long ago, there was a patriotic poet named Chu Yuan. He loved his country deeply, but when his advice was ignored and corruption spread, he became heartbroken and threw himself into a river to save him. They paddled their boats as fast as they could and threw rice into the water so the fish would not eat his body. This act of loyalty became the origin of the Dragon Boat Festival. Today, the festival is celebrated on the 5th day of the 5th month of the Chinese lunar calendar. People participate in exciting dragon boat races where teams work together to row long boats shaped like dragons. Families also enjoy eating zongzi, delicious sticky rice dumplings, wrapped in bamboo leaves.
Dining etiquette.
my first Chinese dinner. What should I do? Imagine you are invited to dinner in China. Do you know the dining rules? Seating arrangement. In formal Chinese meals, seating follows hierarchy. The most honored guest sits in the best seats, usually facing the door at arrows and labels on screen. Compliment the food. Guests are expected to praise the food and the host's hospitality. Chopsticks. Never point with chopsticks or stick them upright in food. Tossing is an important Chinese tradition, especially during formal meals. Refilling drinks. It is polite to refill other people's glasses before your own, paying the bill. In China, the people who invites usually pays the bill, tipping it generally not expected. Greetings and communication. Let's learn how to pronounce greeting in China. Good morning. Zhao An. Good evening. Wan Shang Hao. Good night. Wan An. Hello. Ni hao. How are you? Ni hao ma? Fine, thanks. How? Shishi. Goodbye. Zaijian.
Now, let's look at the communication style in China. First, communication is often indirect. People may not always say exactly what they mean. Instead, they give hints or suggestions so listeners need to understand the message by reading between the lines. Second, China is a high-context culture. This means that people often rely on shared background knowledge, relationships, and the situation to understand each other rather than explaining everything directly. Third, communication tends to be formal. Respect for hierarchy, seniority, and saving face is very important. People are careful with their words to maintain harmony and show respect. Finally, emotions are usually expressed more openly among family members, close friends, and trusted groups. However, in formal or professional settings, people may be more reserved.
一想到你我就